click the blue record button if
Alright,
you highlighted resentment.
I just did it.
Okay, so Karina, you highlighted resentment. Who would like to read the sentence with resentment in it? Yeah.
Watching their children take the anger and resentment they felt over his death and turn it against each other was even harder.
Okay, so what do you think might be another word for resentment? Andy?
Challenge?
Challenge. So watching their children take the anger and challenge they felt over his death and turn against each other was
That
even
works,
harder.
I think.
Okay, like what do you mean challenge? Like
Somebody's threatening,
okay, so kind of like a threatening challenge.
like a threat.
I don't know necessarily know if challenge is the best word. Yeah.
Like sadness, maybe?
Sadness. Yeah. Why do you think sadness?
Because it said like anger and resentment, maybe that.
Anger and sadness, you think go together if it more
Yeah,
in
and
that
then-
context when someone this is done. You think that anger and sadness make more sense when someone's passing away? So
Yeah.
what clues in the text let you know that sadness is a really good verb in there, or a really good adjective? Yeah.
I have a word.
What? Okay. I asked my question though. Okay.
No, the one watching their children take the anger, resentment, and then it said they felt over his death and turned them against each other.
Okay.
So, how they felt
Mm-hmm.
over his, how resentment they felt.
Mm-hmm.
So they also, you could replace that sadness they felt.
You know, sadness is a feeling.
Right.
And it says that's how they felt.
Right.
Right.
So it would felt is like another word for feelings.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Exactly. So in the text it said how they felt after the death. Okay. In the text it said how they felt after the death. And you used your knowledge on when someone dies, usually you're sad, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you used your background knowledge and your text clues to help you figure out that resentment is another word for sad. Can I have someone else use the word resentment in there? In a sentence, I mean. Andy?
He was resentful that his father died.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly, like how you added a different suffix to the end. Okay, well, we did a really great job. You can click the record button again.
Stop.
Everyone click the record button, please. Okay, so my question was, were there any clues in the text that lead you to believe that they'll stop arguing? Jack?
I highlighted that working together was really kind of fun
Why did you highlight that?
because they were working together and it said it was kind of fun, so that gave me a clue that they might stop fighting
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that?
because now they're working together and they're thinking it's kind of fun, so yeah, it just seems like they're not really going to fight anymore.
Mm-hmm. So because when you work on things and you're having fun.
Yeah, and they're finally experiencing what would happen if they worked together.
Absolutely. Any other things that we wanted to share? Yeah.
I had the same reason.
You had the same reason?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that I highlighted the exact same thing. Okay, click the record button. Oh, awesome, Andy. What'd you get?
I got Papa said, and what his sister agreed.
Oh, okay. So
And
why did you choose to highlight
Because
those?
his sister agreed with him.
So what does that mean?
It means that they're starting to agree on things.
They're starting
because
to-
before they were like, no, we should go to this one.
Mm-hmm. So they're starting to agree.
The next
He's
one I
very
got
smart,
was
Andy.
he began to realize how tired it was with fighting his sister about every little thing.
Awesome. Absolutely. And why do you think that's a big clue that they're going to start getting
Because
along?
if he's tired about it, he's probably not going to do it again.
Absolutely, Jack.
I'm not exactly clear on what Pino Apache is, but still, I know it's like a band. Once given a name to a band in Arizona where Tala and Taco lived, but still, is there any other things you need to know about them?
Oh, so you have a question about that?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good, maybe, I wonder if we can infer some reasons why it's important once we get to that chapter. You'll have to pay attention to that.
Okay.
Yes. Emmett.
It said, let's read more about the legend of Apache Tears, and the twins went to Apache Tears instead of just saying, no, let's search about, volcanoes, blah, blah, blah.
So what does that make you infer?
They will get along more better.
And maybe
Yeah,
they'll stop
Because of
fighting.
these stones.
Because of the stones.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lydia, what were you going to
It
say?
was Emmett.
Now, I highlighted the part that said, it looks as if we were both right when Paco said at the beginning of the page. What can we infer from that? Karina?
That they're getting along much better.
That they're getting along much better. And also, I probably think that the fact that they're both right probably helped out their argument a little bit. How do you think it helped? Emmett?
So they didn't have to go, hey, hey, I'm right, you aren't.
It kind of seemed like they're bonding on that a little bit more. Okay, you can hit the record button.
Well, because I highlighted it because it's another part that seems like they're getting along even more.
Absolutely. Andy?
He decided that he would read more about volcanoes and all the rocks. I highlighted that because maybe they were gonna agree on something.
You think that they'll agree on something? Absolutely. And what do you think he's trying to do there by reading about the volcanic rocks?
He sees if he's interested in it.
So they're both trying to do what? Emmett?
Help.
Help.
And I highlight both.
Oh, you highlighted both. I did too. What a coincidence. Okay. Click the record button.